Students, how are you? I hope you are well by the grace of Almighty Creator, and I also hope staying at home you are enjoying English class as well as all the classes through online. So, students, you should remember that you are students. So, you have some special duties, and the first and foremost duty is to keep yourself honest. That means you should keep your mind always sacred. Understand? Always pure. Sacred means pure. You should always keep your mind pure and fresh. And if you be honest and if you are able to keep your mind fresh and pure, then you will get a power. The power is you have a tendency of learning something. Then you will find your life a different way. That or those things a dishonest student can't feel. A honest student can easily find his path, and he or she will always be able to make the best choice in his life. So, I ask you to be honest and to increase your power, that means knowledge of power. And you should measure yourself, understand? You should evaluate yourself in the way that if a day pass, regarding every subject, your previous knowledge has been increased or not. That means after passing a day, you should increase your knowledge. That means knowledge of powers. And if you are able to increase your knowledge of power, the day is positive. The day will bring fruit to you. But if the day doesn't strengthen your power, then you think that the day has been spoiled. So try to make the best use of time and try to learn everything staying at home. I am teaching you about completing sentence, and at the same time I am trying to make you understand about transformation. Completing sentence has a great relation with transformation because both cases, in both grammatical items, you should have known some grammatical structure. That means some structure of sentences. And if you are able to know the structure of the sentences, then you will be able to complete a sentence and you will be able to transfer the sentence from one structure to another. In my last class, I taught you how you will be able to transfer a sentence from simple to complex and vice versa. That means simple to complex. And at the same time, if you know the structures, then you will be able to complete the sentence by using a clause and also by using a phrase. So, what is your duty? The duty is that you should know the structure of the sentence properly, and you should remember the structure of the sentence. Then you will get a great power. That means you will not only giving the answer of these two items, but also you will be able to write down any topic from your own. That means you will be able free handwriting. So try to understand and try to realize that these two items and try to learn these items properly. Completing sentences with transformation. Last class, I taught you about the first degree of sentences, that means conditional sentences. Today, I will teach you about the second conditional sentence. If plus past conditional, that means if plus past conditional, that means past conditional means subject would plus be on. Suppose, through example, try to realize the point. Okay, students, look at the whiteboard. If you studied more, studied past, that means past indefinite. If you studied more, you would make a good result. The structure is that subject you would, here would, beyond, make a good result. If you studied more, you would make a good result. So, in the exam, you will get first person or last person. If you get first person, then you have to write down that last person. If the first person has been given, then you will have to write down the last person would have made a good result. And if in the exam the last person have come, then you have to write down the first person. If you studied more, you would make a good result. In the exam, the question may come in this way. If you studied more, suppose question A. Here, these questions may come. The answer will be the same, and you should start reading the question from here. If you studied more, that means the structure is that if here, if stayed in the middle portion, and Then this portion, if you studied more, then last portion, past conditional, you have to write down here. You would make a good result. This is the last question. Now, students, third conditional sentence the same way. E plus this is another structure. E past perfect and past perfect conditional. What is past perfect conditional? Subject plus would have plus V3 is called past perfect conditional. Clear, students? And past perfect, what is past perfect? Subject plus had plus V3. Subject plus had plus V3. And here past perfect conditional, subject plus would have plus V3. Then if you find out one portion, you in the exam hall you will get one portion. That means either had plus V3 or would have plus V3. And by seeing this verbal phrase, that means had plus V3 or would have plus V3, you have to remember the structure. Now I am giving example. Suppose the question may come in this way: if you had done the work, then another portion you have to write down. So by seeing if plus had done, it's a perfect tense. So by seeing this perfect tense, you should have remembered the structure past perfect conditional. You have to write down the another portion of the sentence using past perfect conditional. Then the answer is subject plus would have plus V3. And from where you will get subject? Subject comes from the first portion. Here is the subject. So you may get subject from first person. So the subject is here you. Then the structure is would have. You will write down would have. You would have succeed. You would have succeeded in life. If you had done the work, you would have succeeded in life. Here succeeded is V3. You would have succeeded in life. So the structure has been completed. In this way, if you remember these three structures are that if, present, future, if, past, past conditional, if, past perfect conditional. Then any questions under this structure, you will be able to write down the answer. This is another structure, so dot dot that. The structure is that she is so meritorious that the question may come in this way. If you write down this so dot dot that, then another structure is subject plus can or to plus be on. Subject plus can to be on, depending on the first portion of the sentences. Here, if she is so meritorious, she is so meritorious that she is so meritorious that she can realize everything. Here the sentence may come in positive form and the sentence also may come in negative form. The negative form is that okay, students, look at the whiteboard. She is so dull that she cannot guess anything. Here, the sense is negative. She is so dull that she cannot catch anything. She is failed to catch anything because her brain is dull. This is a sentence, and in exam first person or last person may be omitted. It's a what type of sentence is it? It's a complex sentence because she is so dull is a clause and she cannot catch anything is another clause. And This is another structure of the sentence, but the meaning of the sentence is same. She is too dull to catch anything. The sense of these two sentences is same, but there is a great difference. First, for sure, first number sentence has two clauses, so it's a complex sentence, and last one is a simple sentence. What is the difference? Look at the whiteboard. She is so, instead of so, here two has been used. Dull is the same. That has been omitted. She has been omitted. Cannot has been omitted. But instead of this great portion, two has been put. She is too dull to catch anything. So, in the exam, she is too dull. The question may come in this way. She is too dull. Then you have to write down by seeing 2. You have to put another 2. She is too dull. Dull is a negative sense. So you have to find out the similar word. Dull. A dull student cannot do what. In this way you have to find out the second question. She is too dull. So she is too dull to do the sum. Understand? Here, a dull student can do the sum. A dull student can do the sum. It's a positive sense similarity. So, she is too dull to do the sum. And if you remember these two structures together, then you will be able to transfer the sentence from one formation to another. Suppose if you want to write down this sentence into a complex sentence, then what should you do? You should write down she is too. Instead of to, you should use so. The structure is so. So she is so dull. Here dull. Here too, you have to use the word that. She is so dull that. You have to, as you have used coordinate conjunction that, then you have a duty to write down a complete clause. And a complete clause has a subject, so you have to have a duty to put a subject. From where? From the first portion of the sentence. Here the subject is she. So you can write down the subject she, and then you know the structure. So that, then can or could. Regarding of the first portion of the tense, if the tense is present, then you can use can. If the tense is past, then you can use could. So regarding of this, as it's a present tense, so you will bring can not. She is so dull that she cannot. So your duty has been finished. That she cannot. You have to bring that she cannot instead of to. If you want to convert the structure from one to another, she cannot do the sum. So students, from these structures, I try to make you understand how to complete the sentence. In the same way, how to convert a sentence from one formation to another. That means from simple to complex and complex to simple. Okay students, next class I will discussed about more about completing sentence and also transformation. Okay.